When you start retaining, you're no longer in a state of recovery like you used to be when you used to ejaculate. If you don't know this already, that every time you ejaculate, you're thrown into this state of recovery. So you're just recovering. That's why you feel brain fog, low energy, because all the energy is your going to replenish your sexual recovery. Let's shall I say. So let's just talk about first 3 months, because the any kind of attraction that you're experiencing during the first 3 months is purely biological, or shall I say mostly biological. See, what happens is, as you already know this, when you're constantly gooning, you're constantly recovering. So you're not in this exuberating, I forgot the word. I think it's exuberant, yeah. So you don't feel exuberant when you're constantly gooning. You don't feel full of energy. You don't feel full of life. On the other hand, there's this man who's practicing semen retention. He feels exuberant. He feels full of life, full of energy. So you tell me, why would a woman not want to get laid by such a man who is exuberant and full of life and full of enthusiasm? Mating will be a fun process with him, in contrast to a man who's constantly gooning. Mating won't be a fun process with him because he will have brain fog, he won't have right things to say, as we know that women like hearing words. He will be stuck articulating his words. He won't be able to put sentences. He won't be able to just have fun. He won't be able to have fun with women. So during the first 90 days, all the attraction you're experiencing is purely biological. It's just that you're more energetic, because whenever you're ejaculating or having an intercourse, your body pays a tax for the pleasure that you receive. The tax is that you have to be in a state of recovery. You cannot function properly. You cannot feel just exuberant because you're recovering. You're like a sick man, but you don't feel like a sick man because you have normalized this feeling that it's okay to constantly be in recovery. You have normalized that. So when a woman sees a man on semen retention, she might start drooling. I might be over exaggerating here, but you get the point. It's just that it's just plain logic that women like having fun. So a man who can provide fun will have to be a man who is full of enthusiasm, full of life, full of energy, rather than a lousy man who just has brain fog, doesn't know what to say. It's just plain logic. Why are women attracted to men? Why are you why are you feeling that women are getting attracted to you during semen retention? That's just a plain solid one reason out of many, because there are esoteric reasons as well about the aura change and the magnetism. Poor pronunciation, but you get the point. So a man who constantly goons every day, every other day, or very frequently has this look on his face that he dragged himself out of his bed. He didn't wake up excited. But on the other hand, this man who's practicing semen retention, he looks like he woke up excited and ready to fuck the world. It can be that a part of female attention during semen retention is biological, but not to say that in its entirety, because there are, like I said, many esoteric reasons as well. But if you're in beginning stages, like if you haven't crossed the 90 days mark, I do not suggest counting days, but you can have a rough idea if you're in the beginning. Don't count them, just make it a lifestyle. Why are you counting days? It is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. It is a choice that I'm going to do this for the rest of my life because I feel good doing it. So, this was just one possible reason for female attention that you receive during semen retention. And you might start experiencing these benefits within a month. But once you cross 2 3 months and you start retaining for longer periods of time, then the reason for all the female attraction and attraction in general doesn't stay biological. It then becomes spiritual. Have an awesome day.